And now we have MCQ, that is My Crypto Queries, where you send in your queries related to cryptocurrency, and here we have an expert answering all those. We have with us Rohas Nagpal, Chief Blockchain Architect, Hybrid Finance Blockchain, that's HiFi. First question is staking of Block Aura legit?
Sure. That's an interesting question. So I'm not sure from legit you meant legitimate as legally or financially, so let me answer both ways. So when it comes to the legal issues, staking any crypto is not a problem as long as you're complying with the KYC, anti-money laundering, and of course the taxation issues. So you can definitely stake any crypto. But from a financial point of view, there is something very important I need you to understand. When you stake crypto, what are you really doing? You're buying a certain number of tokens and locking them up somewhere. And against that, you are able to validate transactions. So in a proof of stake blockchain, that's what happens. Now, as a reward for this, you are given certain extra tokens, which may be 15, 20, 30, sometimes even 100% a year. But one thing which you have to understand is that you have locked your money. While you may get, say, 20% extra at the end of the year, what if during that 1 year, the price of that core token has fallen by 50 or 90% like what has happened? You will end up making a huge loss. So I want you all to understand this. Staking used to be a good option earlier, but now with the current crash, I would say stay away from staking, because while you may get some rewards, your overall capital investment may fall more than 90%, as has happened to many of the tokens today. So I hope that answers your question.
And if you've never heard of Block Aura, then it actually is a blockchain platform which is built to create smart contract for security tokens. It's how they actually define themselves on their platform. Next is Satnam's question. Will Luna coin be profitable in bull run? I just love how everybody's still obsessed with this and they have hopes from it. What is your answer, Rohas?
Sure. I don't think that project is going to ever get traction again. And the reason
even after the revival?
Absolutely. So even the revival has not solved the basic problem. What was the basic problem? This is an algorithmic stablecoin. And you know, in previous shows also, we've always discussed that algorithmic stablecoins never made sense to us. So by seeing all the best of projects also today, which have crashed over 90%, a project that has already failed spectacularly, I don't really think people are going to give it a second shot, because it has not solved any of its problems. It remains an algorithmic stablecoin. Doesn't really solve any real world problem for us. So no, I don't think there is any scope. I know a lot of people have lost huge amounts of money. So they're obviously hoping that they can recover their money. But I think it's next to impossible for that project to get revived. And now, in fact, it's worse. It is not just that, you know, okay, it was some kind of a crash. Now it is being alleged that the founders of that project were actually committing frauds. And they have actually transferred huge amounts of money outside the country. And you know, it's a massive fraud, and now the regulators have started to investigate. They have even stopped the top management of the Terra project from leaving the country. So there are lots more things to come out in that. So I would strongly recommend to stay away from that project.
Sure. Now, in the end, we have Rehan's question. Will TRX value increase in the future?
Very good question. Now, TRX is the native token of Tron, which is one of the top 5 DeFi blockchains now. So after Terra crashed, Tron has moved into the top few. But I have a very basic question here. There are many blockchains available today, but not that many solid use cases running. So I think it is going to be very difficult for most blockchains to get enough business. So when we look at it today, when there is an Ethereum and a Binance Smart Chain, which are very mature and running for such a long time, what is the motivation for me as a developer to start building on Tron? Not so much. And if enough people don't build new projects or successful projects on Tron, the value of TRX obviously is not going to go back. So it is my strong opinion that no, I'm not at all bullish on that project.
Sure, that's all the questions that we had from our viewers. But in the end, of course, I want to discuss my question that I'm going to ask you in the next episode in much more detail. But I'm also asking about the Ethereum merge. Of course, it was much talked about, and now there are different kinds of reaction coming on the Grey Glacier upgrade. What are your quick thoughts on it? And we leave our viewers on that note.
Sure, excellent questions. So as you know, Grey Glacier came yesterday, and that is a hard fork to Ethereum, which makes a major upgrade. And it has achieved only one thing. It is pushing the difficulty bomb by 100 days. So effectively what it means is the merge is not coming now. It's going to be at least 100 more, or roughly 3.5 months later, because I'm presuming the tech is still not ready. And the project founders are obviously, they feel that if we go with the merge right now without the tech being totally sorted, it could completely crash ETH prices even more.